day ahead today, and lots of time outside the coach, but it is a travelling morning. We won't be getting off the coach till around the 11:30 mark today in relation to spending any long time out. We've got a morning tea stop at around the 9:30 mark for about half an hour or so. Then we've got another hour and a half's drive. And then we'll be in Port Stephens and be able to do all the fun things there. We also have a number of different tours on board the coach today. The joys of modern travel, you get to pick and choose exactly what you'd like to do. So the majority of you are doing sandboarding today. There's a couple of you that haven't purchased that as part of your tour, but you're welcome to when we get there. And also there's a couple of you doing the parasailing today, so I'll be taking you to there as well. So lots of different options, but you're all doing the cruise on Nelson Bay this afternoon, a 1.5 hour cruise, and all going well. Fingers crossed we'll see some dolphins. In all the years I've been doing it, there's only been one day we haven't seen dolphins. So let's see how we go today. There's some beautiful views on our left-hand side as we look down into Cockle Bay, part of Darling Harbour. Boats and restaurants and cafes. On our right-hand side here, the building with the yellow checks is the IMAX Cinema, home to the largest picture screen in the Southern Hemisphere. And if you ever get lost in Sydney, all you need to do is look up, because Sydney Tower rises up out of the heart of the shopping area. Life World, and above us to the right, the 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel, Sydney's largest hotel with 632 rooms. One of Sydney's iconic structures, opened in 1932 at a cost of $20 million. It and my father celebrated their 80th birthdays a couple of years ago. Affectionately known by Sydney-siders as the old coat hanger for obvious reasons, there are 8 traffic lanes on the bridge, 2 railway lines, a cycleway on the far left, and a pedestrian walkway on the far right. And of course it's the centrepiece to our fireworks every year on Sydney Harbour on New Year's Eve, and we spend more money on our fireworks here than any other city in the world. Last New Year's Eve we spent $6.8 million on fireworks. On our right hand side is the suburb of Kirribilli, on the left hand side Milson Point. And also coming up on our left hand side is North Sydney, the 3rd largest business centre in Australia. The largest is the Sydney City Centre, the 2nd largest the Melbourne City Centre, and the 3rd largest right here in North Sydney. And coming up shortly on our left hand side is the start of the Pacific Highway, Australia's #1 highway, running 900 kilometres or 550 miles via the coast from Sydney to Brisbane. Brisbane being the capital of Queensland, all the way north. And the Conacher Minolta building here on our left hand side is #1 Pacific Highway, quite a prestigious address. Now we're going to be joining that road in about another 10 minutes or so. We'll stay on the freeway for as long as we can go. Now we're climbing the hill into the suburb of Crow's Nest, named after the crow's nest in a sailing ship, it being a high vantage point, and that's what we've got here. Now when we get to the top of the hill, you're going to get a reasonable view looking back at the harbour. So let's see how we go. A lot of the apartments around us here have stunning views of the city skyline. The traffic lining up at the red light on our left hand side is turning right and heading through to Sydney's northern beaches and maybe even the seaside suburb of Manly. Manly's a great place to go while you're here in Sydney, and the easiest way of getting there is by catching the Manly ferry from Circular Quay. It takes 25 minutes to traverse to the northeastern end of the harbour, and once you're there, it's only a 200 to 300 metre or yard walk through to the beach side of Manly. And I say that Sydney is the only city in the world that has manly ferries. And they're going to get worse as the day goes on. Now, speaking of manly ferries, Sydney is home every year, it's a beautiful segue, to the gay and lesbian Mardi Gras. It's the largest one of its type in the world, and it's been operating now for 37 years. An amazing pageant of dance, colour, costume and festival, and well worth seeing. Now, coming up on our left-hand side over where the dense trees are, that's the Hunter River. We'll see that in a moment, named after Captain John Hunter. And shortly we'll turn left across the river, go a few hundred metres, and then turn right to head in an easterly direction towards the coast. Okay, so this is just a few minute toilet stop. Don't wander off, wander down, pay a visit to the bathrooms.
We better go last one.
There you are. Whoa.都不跳嘞，跳一下就算了，是不是？
Company right the bow, ladies and gentlemen, right in front of the vessel as I speak. A couple more out the right hand side.
Right hand side.
And this will eat around 10 to 15 kilos per day. Then it's too much trouble obtaining that in the port. Your favourite food is squid. They don't actually chew their right. They have up to 100 conical shaped teeth. They actually use rations as their prey and they actually swallow them whole. They have a pregnancy period or a gestation period of around 12 months.